recent videos, I think it was my Makeup Revolution haul, I explained that that morning I had just dyed my hair and I only went a little bit lighter, so it's not too much difference than what it was before, but I explained that I did it all myself and what I used, which was the L'Oreal Paris Preference Glam Highlights Kit, and I asked if any of you would be interested in seeing a video of me explaining how I did it, and quite a few of you said you'd like to see that, so that's what I'm going to film for you today. So as I say, it is the L'Oreal Preference Glam Highlights Kit, and this is in number 2. There is a lighter one, I think, obviously number 1, and there might be one or two darker ones as well, number 3 and 4. This was the one that I chose as I didn't want it to be too dramatic, but I really like how it came out. A little bit of a background history on my hair, because as you can tell, I already had the bottoms of my hair lightened, which I also did myself with, I think it was the Wild Ombre kit from L'Oreal. So it's very similar, but it's slightly different. That is obviously one of their newer kits that they've just brought out. And I think I did this twice. It's not as vibrant as it used to be because obviously it does fade. And yeah, so basically what I did before was I just did the ombre on the ends of my hair to about this height. Obviously it's grown out a little bit as my hair's grown. So that is all I had in my hair. The top is virgin hair. It's completely my own hair. completely my own hair colour. That is my natural colour right now. It used to be blonde when I was little, but obviously as you get older it goes darker. So that is my natural colour. So the blonde is just on the ends. So there's this new trend going around at the moment. Well, I say new, it's probably been around quite a while. I've just been looking at pictures and I think it's so beautiful, and all the celebrities are rocking it like at the moment. And it's called Balayage, I think that's how you say it. So I thought I would try it out myself, and the best way I thought would be obviously in this kit. So I'll just talk you through what you get in the kit. You get a lightening powder, which is very similar to your bleach powder, but they call it a lightening powder in here. A lightening cream, developer cream, and also a conditioning shampoo. So what you do is you add the lightening powder and the lightening cream into the colour developer, which is already in the bottle. Give it a good shake and then you're good to go. You also get this little plastic brush, which is unique to this kit, so you can't go and buy it separately, I don't think. And it has 3 little sections on the brush. They've all got different little teeth on there at different lengths. So as you brush it through the hair, it picks up different hairs. So it's not going to be just a big line throughout your hair. It's going to break it up and make it look a lot more natural and sun-kissed. So that is the little brush. And I mean, as I said, I did this completely myself, so it is fairly simple. So it hasn't got to be perfect. That is the beauty of this, and that's what makes it so easy to do it yourself at home. So what I did was, you want to start off by brushing through your hair, making sure there's no lugs in there. I straightened my hair the day before so it was straight, just because I thought it would be easier to apply the colour. So once you've brushed your hair through, what I did was I sectioned it off. So you want to just put it all back, and I just take my 2 pointer fingers and sectioned it above the tops of my ears. So tops of the ears and back. Section the top bit off, so you just want to clip it off. And then you've got the rest of your hair underneath. So once you've sectioned it off, you can actually see that where I've put the lighter bits underneath. You want to take the hair colour and apply it straight onto the brush like that. I only used a little bit at a time because obviously I didn't want it to be too dramatic straight away. So I just applied a small amount into the grooves of this little brush and just brushed it through like that. And as I say, it picks up the hair evenly itself, so you haven't got to worry about, you know, blending in or anything like that. But what I did was I went through the hair quite lightly to begin with, and then put more pressure on, and obviously as you get to the ends you want to saturate the ends a lot more than the top, so it does give that ombre balayage effect. Once you have done the first section, I think I did like one there and then like one underneath, and the same on the other side. I then was using foil, but you can use cling film as well, which is probably a little bit easier as you can see through the cling film to see how it is developing. But I just used some ordinary kitchen foil And what you do is you just get the section like that, you get a piece of foil and literally just fold it over like that. It's all secure away and no other dye is going to get onto it and affect it. And you want to let all your hair down, and I like to section mine again now. So using your fingers again, so just taking it from the eyebrows and bringing it back, and then again just clipping that off. Obviously this time you've got a little bit more hair down. So what I did was I sectioned it straight down the back, so you're piling it into two, bring it over to the front, and it does explain this in the leaflet to do the back. And basically what you want to do is, from the back part, you just drag it down across like that, and then again, and then you know it's going to be even on the back as well as on the front. If you do want to get a friend or a family member to help you, then do so, because it's so easy and it's really easy to pick up. You can't really go wrong. And again, you can be as random with this as you want, because it's going to look the most natural and the most balayage effect. So what I like to do is I take a section and maybe start pretty high up towards the root on this one, dragging it down to the ends, and then on another section, say maybe here, start lower down and apply that to the hair there. So you have got the different levels of the blonde, and it's not all going to look like one cut off line of the blonde. You're going to have the different heights, which is going to make it look a lot more natural and sun-kissed. So then taking the final layer down, you can, by the way, do as many layers as you want of the hair. I just did mine in 3 sections, but if you want more blonde, obviously you can use more sections. Just depends what kind of look you're going for. So once you've let down the top layer, you want to then at this point ensure that your hair is in the right parting. So the parting you wear your hair most often, and for me it's the centre, so I just centred mine down the middle, made sure it was where I want it, and that way you know that the highlights are going to be in the right place and look the best when you wear your hair how you normally wear it. So once you've divided it into 2 and popped it over your shoulders again, I didn't want too much on my top layer. I wanted it mostly underneath, on the bottoms and around my face. So on this last layer I didn't do too much. I just added more towards the ends. So I literally got the hair, so it was in this section here, and I literally just brushed it onto the ends and maybe like really lightly, slightly up different sections. So I'm taking the section there maybe, and I just did it slightly higher up. And round the back as well. You don't want to forget to do round the back. But for me, because I wanted it more around my face, I got the little bits closest to my face and I started these fairly high up. As you can see, it has slightly grown out now, but it was almost at my root, and I just put a tiny little bit around and just dragged it down the sides of my face, and again on the other side, and then went through the rest and just saw where I might need some, so adding little bits as you go. So then I just sat and waited for that to develop, and let me just double check how long it said to leave it on for. So it says on the pamphlet to allow development time of between 25 and 45 minutes depending on your desired intensity. So obviously the lighter you want to go, the longer you leave it, but it does say not to leave it on more than 45 minutes, which to me sounds quite a long time, especially if your hair is already fairly light. And it says, if to see if the hair is light enough after 25 minutes, clean a small piece of hair using gloved fingers. If not light enough, spread the product again and continue to develop. Bearing in mind as well, when you actually do this technique to your hair, underneath is going to develop a lot quicker than the top because you did it first. Next time, I've learned from my mistakes, and next time I will do round the front first because that is where I want lightest. So bear that in mind, and if you do want it mostly light around your face, then maybe start in that area, but you want to be fairly quickly because you want it to be an even colour obviously, and you don't want it to be lighter in parts than others, which I think mine is slightly lighter underneath. So I left mine, I think, for about 25 minutes. I don't think I left it much longer than that. It could have been even less, but I was a little bit scared to leave it too long because I was worried about it going too light and damaging my hair from already having previous lightening products on there from the Ombre. But if it's already fairly light and it's brittle. You want to be very careful when you're doing this. So I really hope this video has been helpful to you in some way, whether it's to help a friend do their hair or if you're brave enough to do your own. As I say, it's super easy and it's really fun to do. So this is just how I do my own hair and it works for me, so I hope it works for you too. But yeah, I really hope it's helped you out, and thank you so much for watching. As I say, all links and stuff will be in the description box below. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it and you think it's helped you, and also don't forget to subscribe. The buttons and links are just down below. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!